It's the Juicery Podcast Show. Hey, yo, guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Juicery Podcast Show. And this week, it's me, Private Ryan, your host. I will be joined by the Juicery crew, Jom CP. Say hello.
Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jom ZP, and welcome to the Juicery Podcast. Hi, guys.
Yes, and also within the podcast, we have Benj.
Hey, what's up, yo? It's me. I'm back. We're back for another episode of the Juicery Show.
This will be episode number 5 on our young
I thought it was 6.
6.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look into it. Yeah, we're episode 6. Sorry.
Someone
Who's counting episodes? Are we going to have like a mid-season break? I would love that.
Yeah, I'm already planning how many seasons. Shall we count the years as seasons? Or half a year?
Yeah, fix your titles, man.
6 in a movie.
Six seasons in a movie.
Yeah, 6 seasons in the movie.
Okay, so before we start, let's say something about what has happened to us in the past few weeks, because they missed us. I think it's a couple of weeks since they last heard from our last review.
We just had the review last week, right? Or
No, we didn't.
Oh no, we didn't. Oh yeah, time passes by so fast. Well, what happened last week? Well, my fur kid just passed away, which is sad, but
Aww.
yeah, we had him. Yeah, we had him cremated, and the ashes just came today with cute paw print resin memorabilia, and yeah. So we will probably have a small ceremony tomorrow. But on a lighter side, Twice, our favorite K-pop group, just released their latest single, Alcohol Free, 2 days ago, and it's awesome. What else?
And you say us, it's just the two of us. Like, Ryan doesn't know anything about that.
Well, yeah. Me and Ben just
Yeah,
we're
just
ones.
put that out of the way.
Yeah.
We are once.
Yes, we are diehard.
We are
ones.
one in the middle.
Yes, we are. Yes. So if you guys aren't familiar with Twice, a K-pop group.
They had a comeback last week.
Yep. With their new single, Alcohol Free.
And I was sleeping the whole time they were doing the promo. And yeah, I hate it. I missed everything, every minute of it.
I was there. I watched it.
Shut up.
Anyway.
Okay, we've eliminated Cyrus.
Oh, I am so sorry. On a lighter side as well, Control, the video game Control, it's free on Epic this week.
Yeah, on Epic Games.
Yep. It's a very cool game. It's a third-person game with which is about a girl who has telekinesis. It's a really good game.
Yeah, he went to this FBI office, right?
Yeah. The Federal Department of Control, Federal Bureau of Control, something like that. I haven't played it actually. I'm gonna download it and I'm gonna try to stream it, probably in the next week or the following week. I still have some backlogs.
I have it in my game library in my Switch, and I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's it.
Our honor is just 200 pesos now, 275 pesos.
Oh really? Oh nice.
I'm at the Epic Games right now.
Ooh,
A lot of sales, guys. Also, PlayStation is having an 80% sale as well.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Benj? Anything noteworthy to tell the audience?
So that's something noteworthy. It's the same. I was just looking forward for the Twice comeback.
Woo!
And yeah, I was able to. So please stream Alcohol Free.
Support.
Don't play it in loop.
Support.
Just play it. Support Twice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's it. Nothing really too much. I was too ingrained into work. It just passed by.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, still have time to play Space Engineers. So I think we've spent now 100 hours in
Yes.
Space Engineers.
You got more hours than me.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably post some mods or like blueprints from that. So I'll
Yes.
share
And
that.
some clips. Our clips
clip.
from our first jump.
Yeah, we did our first warp drive jump. So we were role playing as I was not a specific captain. I was just captain, and then Joms here is Sulu.
Mr. Sulu.
And Mr. Sulu is a very great pilot. I respect him all in all. But yeah, he kind of has like some, unprofessional things. But yeah. When we post those clips, you'll know what he's doing.
Yeah. Quiet Place
So
2 is
any,
out, right? Quiet Place 2 is out.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Only in
can't
theater.
watch it.
Only in theater. It's
Yeah.
not shown yet in our country.
Can't
Yeah.
see it.
Also, good to note that Trece, the
Oh, yeah.
Filipino Netflix
Trece is
show,
out.
Yes, Trece is out.
just a few hours ago,
Yeah.
at 6
Great-
p.m. on our
Great
time.
cast, by the way. Like
Yeah.
the Filipino or
Filipino
the Tagalog
and
dub.
the Phil-Am cast.
It's
Yeah.
really great, but I will watch it in English.
I'm it the
Who's the
default
dubbers? Who's the dubbers from English?
the English is Shay Mitchell, Nicole Scherzinger, Darren Chris, a few others I forgot, but they have a Phil-Am cast. Yeah. For the Filipino dub,
Nice as well.
the only one that I remember and the only one that's I've noticed is Eliza Soberano, who's
Queen Bernardo.
Nope, I don't know. She is the Liza is the VA for the main character, Alexandra Trece.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually watched the first episode earlier. It has potential, and it's good. Although I had a discussion with my animator friends, and they are roasting it.
What? Really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. Like aside from the trailer. But
They are roasting it because I think that it wasn't animated here, probably.
oh,
Yeah. So
Why not? Like,
they have their own. They have their own
animators here.
opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
The
have
design-
actually great animators. in
as
our-
long as they didn't motion twin it, like what they did with the other one, like way back when I was a kid.
What? Barangay 143.
Aside
The
from
one
that,
with Ogie Alcacid.
yeah, I think the one with kid Makisig guy,
Yeah.
Super Ingo.
Super Ingo. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was animated here.
Those animated TV series. Yeah.
Yes. It was animated here. Yeah. And-
Probably the pandemic has slowed the animators down.
Well, not really because they can work at home. They have their own tablets and shindigs, thingamajigs.
They got roasted, huh?
Yeah. They roasted the series, but to each his own. I mean, me as a multimedia artist, it was good. It has potential. It could be better, but for a first Netflix animated series, it's a good stepping stone. It's good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So we might review it soon.
yeah,
Well,
let's
we don't
review it.
know yet.
Probably
But
after
for our
Loki.
review, for this week and ongoing will be Loki
Loki.
TV series. So it just
Yes.
released yesterday. I think yesterday,
No, today.
Wednesday.
Today.
Wednesday.
Was it Wednesday?
Well, for the
Wednesday.
Westerners, it's today because it's still 11 today.
1 day delay. Yeah.
Yeah, I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Okay. So it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The extension for their universe went over to the TV shows at Disney Plus. So the title of the episode is Glorious Purpose.
Yes.
So this is the first episode out of 6,
Mhm.
and it's based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, the
Ooh.
brother of Thor.
Yeah, Loki Leifson.
And a lot of folks doesn't even know the potential of this story because Disney has always show TV series without any background. They expect people to watch the Avengers,
Yeah.
the other shows,
Yeah,
and connect the dots all together. So we're here. We're here to let you know some cool insights and tidbits of the show. And of course, Joms is a good fanatic for Marvel. He's a good guy to interpret all the storylines and Easter eggs. So we'll go and start.
Okay. Yes.
We'll start
yes.
with the spoiler.
Okay.
alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. So guys, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the first episode of Loki, stop right now. Okay. What you need to do is first like, subscribe, or follow us on our social media pages on YouTube, on Spotify, on where else do we?
Google Podcast.
Oh, Google Podcast. Where else? We have other.
Live.
Oh yeah, we do.
I think so.
We have a
Yes.
we have a Patreon.
Yes, network.
Oh yeah, Patreon. Yeah, please consider donating to our Patreon because we need
Your
money.
mom's radio.
Yeah. Yeah. So do that.
And soon to be will be a Discord channel that we're planning.
Yeah, we have to
fixing
we have to
it,
fix it. It's actually really barren.
Junkie.
Yeah.
So people can join and chat with us on our free time.
True.
Yeah.
True. Anyway, going back. Yeah, do that. Then stop listening. Go watch episode 1 of Loki and then come back here again. Okay? If you don't want to be spoiled. So again, spoiler alert. Everything that we're going to talk about right now will really spoil you on the first episode of Loki. Or probably in the next few episodes. So, yeah, so let's start right now. So I hope you guys indulge me because I'm a big Marvel fan. So, the first episode of Loki start off where, it starts off during the the 2012 scene in Avengers Endgame, which is the last act of Avengers, the first Avengers movie. Okay, so this is a familiar scene wherein Loki was defeated, and then Tony Stark went back in time in Avengers Endgame and attempts to steal a Tesseract, only to be foiled.
With Ant-Man.
Yeah, with Ant-Man, only to be foiled by the Hulk. Okay, so after that happens, you saw that the briefcase or the case where the Tesseract was encased broke open, and then the Tesseract landed in Loki's foot. So Loki picks up the Tesseract and then escapes. Okay,
This is the same scene that we've seen in
Endgame.
Infinity. In Endgame.
Yeah. So it just what do you call this? It's just probably a reused footage.
Yeah, it's a reused footage, but I think the scoring was different.
Yep. It probably has the scoring
More-
for the
Yeah, a few
Loki.
changes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's more
changes was
Loki
made.
style.
So
Even the color grading goes a little green.
yeah, it looks a bit different.
Oh, they did that in WandaVision as well. Like at first, like you have this splash for Marvel. In WandaVision, it's the old timey TV, like black and black and white. But for this one, it's just green.
Oh yeah, green and gold. It's actually green and gold, which is a nice touch for the Loki brand. Yeah, and also the series music by Natalie Holt, it was embedded in that scene, so it might feel different, but it's still the same scene. So moving on. So after Loki escapes from Avengers Tower, he suddenly appears in Mongolia, the Gobi Desert, and crash lands in the desert. Okay, which is a bit a reference to Iron Man. Remember, the first time when Iron Man flies off in the desert and then lands using his Mark 1.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of signifies like a second chance for him. So
I think the same story that we want to show an asshole trying to redeem himself, and this is that for Loki.
So yeah, I feel that that's what they're trying to go for. And then after that, the natives approach him. If you guys notice, when Loki starts talking to them, he immediately stands up on a rock, elevates himself on a rock. So
Same way
Yeah,
he does in which that one? Avengers.
Yeah.
The first one.
the first Avengers in Berlin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, which references his behavior in wanting to stay above normal human beings. He thinks of himself highly and above humans. Yeah. Okay. So after that, the Minutemen, which is a very very aptly named, you know, the Minutemen of the TVA, which is the Time Variance Authority. So you'll probably hear TVA most of the time or a lot in this the series. Okay.
So here's the thing: if you're new to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you've never heard from these guys. So
yes,
the TVA, yeah, from before. So Loki's reaction is really the same as the audience.
I mean, who the F is TVA? Okay, so old time Marvel fans would probably hit a bell or ring a bell for this TVA, because TVA is actually Time Variance Authority, which was a fictional organization that was first appeared in the comics Thor in 1986. Okay, so we'll discuss about them later. Okay, so yes, you have anything to add, Bench?
No, I just said okay. I don't really have an idea about TVA.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'll follow what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. So going back, the TVA Minutemen, or the Time Cops, as they aptly they describe, people describe them, enters the fray and then arrests Loki because he created. Apparently, they said that he created a branch in the timeline. Okay. So if you guys notice, I'm gonna stop right here and I'm gonna give you guys some minute details. Okay. I'm being punny.
Okay.
So in the main Minuteman, which is a Hunter B-115, which was played by Wunmi Musaku. Right? Yeah. Wunmi Musaku. She had a handheld
device. The one from the trailer, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. She was holding a handheld device, and on the handheld device, it says there, if you can pinpoint and read really finely on the display, it says timeline segment 616.432. The number 616 denotes the 616 universe of the Marvel universe, the main timeline.
I mean, timeline universe.
Yeah, the main timeline universe. What it means, like 616.432, it means he escaped the 616 universe and is creating a variance. So it's not 616.0000. It's creating a different timeline. So if you guys watch the Avengers Endgame movie, and then you guys are familiar with what this ancient one mentioned, this is what is happening. So if someone did something that's not out of the course of the timeline, it deviates.
Yeah, I think we will see 616. From what I remember, from what I've seen, like a couple of hours ago, you will see 616 a lot.
Yes.
That's like a very pronounced nod to the main timeline. And yeah, I think coming from the first one that you mentioned, that Loki, like really, like he always tried to stand on a higher step just to be above everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a Loki that is still from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but not the first one that we saw.
Yes,
the original one that already died.
Yes, this was the Loki that has never experienced the death of her mom in Dark World, has never been in a closer relationship with his brother at Thor Ragnarok, and has never experienced Thanos, someone much stronger than him. So
they never experienced the death of
Odin,
their father.
Yeah, Odin. Yeah, in Ragnarok as well. So this is just like a vanilla Loki, you know. He hasn't even experienced ruling Asgard. in the middle of Dark World and Ragnarok, right? So this is just an unexperienced Loki from our perspective, you know. Just one note on this one. They're trying to emphasize 616 timeline, but there were some references or there were some notes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or like a discussion with other people that the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a different timeline, which is very conflicting. You know, the 616 is the comic universe, the main comic universe, but the MCU universe name is different. They said that the designated universe number for the MCU is 19999.
Yeah, the 999 thing.
The one with the 5 nines, which is very conflicting because in Loki they are emphasizing the 616. But
I guess it's just like the throw out Easter egg there. That doesn't really, because this is not the first one that we will see 616, and they did this the same way with WandaVision. Like anytime there's like a plate number for a vehicle, you will probably see 616. Same with how Pixar does their call out to the A110, I think. Yeah, so I don't think we can really take that much about the throwaways to 616.
Okay,
but it's a good like geek nerdy call out to everyone.
Easter egg. Yeah, it's an Easter egg. Yeah. Yeah, probably it's just probably an Easter egg, you know.
So I got a question. So in this timeline that's being presented to us in this TV series and with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, do we have the X-Men in this timeline?
Not yet, I think. Okay, we never know. We never know.
We don't have mutants here.
Yeah, but as of the moment, therethere's no mutants.
But I think later in our speculation section,
I have a lot of speculations for this. Oh my gosh.
I do have one. Because like from the start, or once, not really from the start, but once we enter TVA's like headquarters, you as someone that has been involved or like exposed to multiversal literature, you will see like, oh, so that's why we don't have a multiverse, because there's this thing and we put Loki in it, which we know Loki like wrecks everything.
Yeah,
so
he likes to wreck something.
A way for us to get to that mutant universe and to the universe where Andrew Garfield is still the Spider-Man.
Yeah, and I will point that out later, which will shock you guys. I hope I do. I'm just nerdgasming right now. So where were we? So after that, the reference. After that, we see a good beating of Loki from the Minuteman, a slow-mo beating.
Yeah, his face was slow-mo for a few seconds.
Yeah, that was actually quite cool. You know. So after that, Loki was arrested and he was taken to the TVA along with the Tesseract. Notice that when they arrive in the TVA, the Tesseract stops glowing brightly.
Yeah, they're just handing it around. Like, you remember how finicky Nick Fury was when handling Tesseract, or like everyone else. But like this, hey, take this. What's this?
Yeah,
it's the Tesseract.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, yeah, we know that the Tesseract is a source of great power and not normal humans can't touch it, right? But the TVA Minutemen and just just holds it like it's nothing. And this is probably going to foreshadow what happens or our realization afterwards in the next few scenes. Okay. So after that, Loki gets disintegrated. Loki's Asgardian leather, and then he falls into the TVA prison. TVA, and then he changes into a TVA prison outfit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Can we stay on this one a bit? Like, this is a good mirror with Thor's Ragnarok.
Yes. I've been falling for 30 minutes.
no, not that part. Like, but yeah, he did like fall like a lot in this one. But more on Thor came to Jeff Goldblum's place, got his haircut done, change of clothes, and then he's a different person, but something lower than he was before coming in here. This is very like the same with this one. Like he got himself a change of clothes, and he got beaten up, and then he got like someone. He now has to answer to someone else, and like, but he's still like, hey, hi, I'm a god. I don't bleed, but everyone else is like more powerful than him, even though like he can still talk and all. But yeah, it mirrors that, like, and it's one of those things that tells me that this is going to be a redemption arc. How they did with Thor being the really arrogant guy, turning into someone really humble. But yeah, we know that eventually he became addicted to Fortnite and got fat. But yeah, it kind of mirrors that way, in which is I really love Thor Ragnarok in that regards. So seeing that here is a really great experience for me.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned that, I just realized, it's true. It's a reference to Ragnarok. Thor's path.
Even the guy that cuts the hair, like there's still there's a robot.
That's Stan Lee. That's Stan Lee. The one who cut his hair was Stan Lee in Ragnarok.
Yeah, there's like there's a specific person that changed the hair. Not person, like a robot in Loki, but in like it mirrors Stan Lee in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm not saying Stan Lee is a robot. Sorry about that.
Yeah. But I just wanted to note as well, after that, when we see the headquarters of the TVA, it feels very retro, 1970s feel.
Everything is analog here.
True. It kind of throws you back, with all it feels the red tape and the bureaucracy and stuff. So, continuing on, while waiting in line, and getting the ticket from
Martin.
Yeah, we have
Martin again.
Yeah. Loki watches an animated infomercial about the TVA, which has lots of Easter eggs. Okay, so they introduce a time.
It gives me the vibes of that Jurassic Park DNA.
Oh yeah,
it was shown.
Yeah, Miss Minutes.
The low Miss Minutes.
Yeah. So it was Miss Minutes was voiced by Tara Strong, which is cool. So it introduced the timekeepers, and then it introduced the multiversal war, and said that the timekeepers intervened and brought peace to the multiverse by merging all timelines into one sacred timeline. Okay, so we'll actually hear the sacred timeline a lot during this, probably in the whole series. So, who are these timekeepers? They protect and they preserve the proper flow of the sacred timeline. And then they also noted that when someone deviates from their original predetermined path, they create a branch from a Nexus event. Okay, so Nexus, I'll just stop there and then let's expound on that. Okay, so this Nexus term, this is similar to the Nexus that was also. This might be. Okay, I'm not saying it is directly, but I think it might be referencing the Nexus that was being referred to in the WandaVision series.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a Nexus call out there for the commercial for antidepressants. And I forgot the actual name, but like it's Nexus and then another adjective. But the whole like copy for the ad is it puts you back to the in line, which is a great setup for this one. If you remember, so this is not just something random. They're deliberately doing this, and they're continuing this to a different TV series.
Yep. And I just want to give you guys some mind-blowing trivia. Did you guys know that Scarlet Witch in the comics is a Nexus being, which means he is able to affect probability and therefore can affect the future. She can alter the universal time stream.
Yeah. She's a Nexus being, meaning there's Scarlet Witch in every dimension. Like she's the only thing that is, I think you can say similar or constant.
The proper term would probably be in the comics, the one who belongs equally to all possible timelines, all realities and convergences.
Sorry. I kind of get like thrown back to Unicron in Transformers. They tried to do that for Unicron, but like it didn't really pan out really well because there's like a lot of people that want to write Unicron in their story, but no, you can only have one Unicron.
Oh, yeah. True,
It did really well for Marvel. Like every not just 166, there's always like deviation towards a different type of Wanda, but clearly very unique in their own regard for each story.
There's also a possible reference, the Nexus term. There's also a possible reference to the Secret Wars crossover, which was a comic book, a Marvel crossover event in the 1985, and then
now that you mentioned Secret War, there's a scroll in the lobby of TVA.
Oh yeah, there was.
He's wearing the jumpsuit, the Adidas jumpsuit.
Oh,
He's
really?
also a variant, right? He was arrested.
Probably
a variant of someone, but I can't really remember.
So there's also a Secret Wars last 2015 that brought about the destruction of 616 and the Ultimate Universe, and then it got merged into one battle world and something like that. But that's a story for another time. But
I really like Battle World.
yeah, but yeah, Nexus is a term that references that crossover event. So continuing on, there's also a scene wherein there was a fight. My initial theory was the fight was probably Kree and the Nova Corps, because Ronin mentioned, their costumes looked like Kree and Nova Corps.
They look like Kree and Nova Corps, but in that minute, what's her name again? Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
Miss Minutes.
Miss Minutes animation. The background there is Titan.
Oh yeah. So
It's a bit like it doesn't really line up if we like theorize further that this is a Kree Skrull type of war, but it might be like a universal thing that happened. It's not just these two that might be battling. It might be everyone.
True.
The reference to that, if you like, maybe you started a rebellion, something like that. Which reminds me, we'll probably see a reference of Kang the Conqueror here.
Oh, I will. I will expand on that.
Movie for Doctor Strange, but he'll probably be in here somehow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh my god, I'm going to give you another Easter egg later about that. And then there's also a big reference to Doctor Strange Multiverse of Multiverse of Madness. Remember when Miss Minutes mentioned when left unchecked could branch off into madness, leading to another multiversal war. Take note that both madness and multiverse was joined in one sentence. So that's probably a big reference to the movie sequel. I mean, to the Doctor Strange sequel.
Which is supposed to be coming next year, right?
Yeah.
2022.
True. Yeah.
Put Wanda in there. Like, this could be a build-up. Like, the whole TV show could be a build-up to that.
Yep. Might be. And
it's part of the Phase 4 projects that we have.
There was a rumor that Loki might be in the movie as well. So
if this continued, if the current Loki TV series is doing well, he probably will be in that movie.
True.
Next year.
Mm-hmm. Then there was this funny moment with the other guy getting disintegrated for not having a ticket, and then Loki suddenly shows his ticket out of fear.
It was Martin. He didn't get the ticket.
Which was funny because
Martin is a reference to someone really being an asshole.
So yeah, it was one of the funny Loki moments, and then after that, the title card just comes out. That's where it started. We're just in the prologue.
Wow! So all the set pieces, the design of the headquarters, very retro. The lighting.
Yeah.
So I really like that. It's very high end and very high budget coming from Disney.
Yeah, and all the analog machines, like the typewriter, the ticket machine, and then the printers, the old printers. It feels so 70s. It feels so retro.
And Loki asked if there's magic. There's no magic here.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw the city, he was mesmerized.
Yeah.
Everything was
That's where I
flying. The
have, like,
technology.
a problem there. Like, Thor explained everything that whatever you see when he was with
Jane.
Natalie.
Yeah, when
Natalie
Jane
Portman.
Foster.
They retcon on that.
I think like he explained that what you see as magic is just science in Asgard,
Mhm.
but Loki seeing this great view of how science work or how they use science here made him think of magic. Kinda loses that illusion that they placed or like the reference there.
No.
But
Well-
yeah, it's a bit a little bit nitpicky for me, but that just one line threw me off.
Well, probably that was Thor trying to explain Jane magic, Thor Asgardian magic to Jane, which was who was a human. Okay, so probably they said that advanced technology may seem as magic, right? And then probably on Loki's perspective, since the TVA has advanced technology more advanced than Asgard, he might be perceiving it as magic as well. So it's just mirroring what Jane and Thor was talking about in the first movie, you know? So, yeah. So, title card.
I get.
Yeah. Title card, changing fonts. I feel that this might be a foreshadowing for multiple Lokis in the series.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I just want to see Loki from Tumblr.
Loki from the
You guys don't know that, like,
No.
it's something weird.
Oh.
How many font changes did it happen? I
did not count. I forgot to count.
There's a lot. There's
a lot. And actually, the different font, every change, every letter has a different font as well. So that's kind of a challenge. Yeah, that's a challenge.
Incremental.
It's a great title card.
Yes, it is.
So that's what we should be saying.
It's a great title card. Yeah,
it's a great title card.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same level of Game of Thrones, but it's a great title.
Yep.
Okay.
The music was awesome as well.
Yeah, the score. Yeah,
Natalie Holt, good job. Next frame or next scene, France, 1549. So we are introduced to Mobius, who is played out by Owen Wilson. So he was investigating some Minutemen death who were probably stabbed. And then a child appears. Okay. So he shows him his device, the same device that was the Minuteman previously was using. And then he was asking who killed the guys, the Minutemen. The child points out the stained glass portrait of the devil, you know, which begs to
this is not Mephisto.
Yes, this is not Mephisto. Guys, this is not Mephisto.
We have a lot of those like theories back in WandaVision that where's Mephisto? This is probably Mephisto. I don't think they're going to give him out that easy.
Yeah, and director Kate Herron already noted that Mephisto will not appear in the show.
Or it could be a red herring.
Yeah, it might be a misdirection. I don't know, but this might be properly. Yeah,
that's just lying.
Yeah. It's probably referencing Loki with a horned helmet.
Yeah, it's probably that one.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, we haven't introduced Mobius yet.
We did.
Mobius?
Owen Wilson. We did a few minutes ago. Where were you?
Blurted.
Yeah.
So he fit the character. I like the casting on this.
Yep. Owen Wilson, great actor. Great casting as well.
That Owen Wilson accent. I was looking for that.
The southern,
very grungy man.
Yeah, his southern accent. You know.
Why, man? Nothing like that.
But yeah.
Why do you like to hurt people?
Yeah, come on, man.
That's a bad impression.
That's a bad impression. Anyway, the kid shows. After that, the kid shows a bubblegum carton. A blue and purple carton with a suspicious face in the branding. Okay.
In our notes, there's a night. There's a. Oh, okay. I read it as a nightcrawler. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? It's sorry. It's my bad.
It might be Nightcrawler. I don't know, but
No, there's no mutants here. Don't keep my hopes up.
it's probably referencing Nightmare. I don't know because I don't know. WandaVision was misdirecting Nightmare as well, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's
We're
Nightmare.
going to hear Nightmare again in reference later in the headquarters.
True. After this, Mobius was presented Loki's rap sheet. There was this just a fine line noting sector 1900s to 2099, which is 2099 it's a reference to the Marvel line of 2099. We got Punisher 2099, Spider-Man 2099. Yeah, it's a whole Marvel comic line which has 2099 versions of the Marvel superheroes. X-Men, Spider-Man, Doom. And then it notes, probably on the rap sheet, it probably denotes that TVA knows a lot about Loki more than anyone else or more than himself. So yeah, so that's it. After that, scene change. Loki was brought to the courtroom with Ravonna Renslayer, acted out by
Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, and was acted out by Gugu Mbatha Raw. If you guys notice, when Loki enters the courtroom, in the mural, one of them looks like Stan Lee. So I think that's probably one of the Stan Lee cameos. I don't know. He just looks like a
younger version.
Yes, a very young Stan Lee.
But do we have like Stanley references in Winter Soldier, Captain America?
I don't remember.
Winter Soldier and WandaVision. I don't think we have.
I don't remember. I'll probably look it up, but I'm probably sure it has.
It should have.
Yes,
that's the tradition.
Yep. It should have.
If it doesn't have, it's a Sony movie.
Oh my gosh!
It's a movie.
Even the Sony movie has cameos.
Yeah, even the Sony movie. Yeah, I remember now.
Huh?
Even Deadpool has one.
Did the new Fantastic Four, the latest, have?
I don't think it has.
Oh,
the young version.
That's why it didn't work well.
Oh, probably. Anyway, notice that in the courtroom scene, when Ravonna was asking asking Loki if he is pleading guilty or not, notice that the timekeepers has different layers on their faces, which kind of looks like lines in their faces. This lines look similar to the lines in the face of Kang the Conqueror.
No.
Yeah.
It does not. Like Kang's face is a bit. The lines in his face are a bit square.
No, he has two lines in his face.
I know. But for what you were mentioning, that they look more like slices.
Yeah. It looks slices, but it's a mural or it's a statuette or a face statue. But if you look at it from afar, it's going to look like,
if you squint properly.
Yeah, if you squint properly, it's gonna look like the faces has lines.
Okay.
So that's just me. It looks like Kang the Conqueror's face, which kind of similar to his face, which is, if you guys don't know, Kang the Conqueror is a time traveler, which is one of the Avengers' greatest enemies. So making an appearance or not in the series, we don't know. In the Multiverse of Madness, he would definitely be there, as he was already cast. So probably foreshadowing. So after that, there was like talk about whether Loki was guilty, and then Loki accusing Avengers of being the ones time traveling and disrupting the timeline. And then Ravonna mentioned that the Avengers traveling through time was destined to happen, but him traveling time did not. Yeah. So
I think it was a pass for the Avengers because Captain America returns and put everything.
Yeah, he fixed everything, so it was okay. And not unlike Loki, which totally disrupted the timeline. Yeah. How did he know? You know how?
He smelled Iron Man's cologne.
Yes.
He knows.
He smelled the
Man.
cologne of 2 Tony Starks.
Yeah. This is a bit different than the
true.
first one.
Yeah. And then this is the point where Loki made a mistake. He thought that the Avengers traveled back in time to stop him.
Yeah.
But
This is the start of the realization that it's not really the focal point of everything.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about Loki from 2012, where he is like, I'm going to be the God King and I'll rule over Earth. But it's the main Loki that died in Avengers doesn't have this. Like, he didn't have.
He was more mature. He's more mature.
He matured like really well, but this one doesn't have that yet, where the realization is very like happening too fast for him. For the Loki that we know, it's kind of a progressive one where he doesn't really want to help, but he kind of needs to help, and then eventually it's just for the goodness of his heart. But this one, the 2012 Loki that we're talking about right now, is not yet there. He doesn't met the phases yet that turned original Loki into something good.
That changed the original Loki.
True. When I was actually watching this, I was actually saying, not everything is about you, Loki.
It's something that you will say to his face if you probably met him in person. Like, Loki, not Mr. Hiddleston. He's probably a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy, actually. So yeah. Well, by the way, we haven't even mentioned that Loki is Tom Hiddleston in our whole stream. Great actor.
We assume that everybody
knows him. Yeah.
So for me, that's the one takeaway here. Like this is the time that we will see more of a character acting from Tom Hiddleston, not just the one that's he needs to be like a villain and he needs to be Loki like for the movies. But this one, there's like a lot of diversion to one single personality. We're seeing that happen like in just one episode. The character build up needs to happen in one episode versus the one in the movies that it happened like for 10 years.
True. It all happened so fast, especially when what we're going to explain later as well. What happens to the time theater? So yeah. So moving on, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So after that, Ravonna sentences Loki to be reset. Okay. So
what does reset mean?
He's going. I actually don't know. Probably he's going to be erased and then put back where he started. You know, when
the deviant started. Before the deviant.
So Martin just died. He didn't get reset.
Yeah, he didn't get reset because he didn't get the ticket. He didn't get the ticket.
Fucking Martin, just get the ticket.
Yeah. Why do people just can't or don't want to take the ticket?
In line and wanted to be first, right?
True.
And complain.
I bet Martin could be a great character, you know. Anyway, Mobius, so Owen Wilson steps in the hearing and then intervenes with the plans of using Loki to help him with his problem. So we haven't even talked about the problem. Okay. So
they never talked about the problem or the person they're trying to catch
up until the last scene.
Yeah, this is the really great setup. Just for one episode, they did this well.
Yeah, amazing setup. Yeah. So referencing what you mentioned earlier, Bench, about the nightmare. So this is a nice throwback or Easter egg when Loki and Mobius was walking in the TVA corridor, and he said, Loki said, "This place is a nightmare," and then Mobius said, "That's another department. Now that department, I'll help you burn down." So we might hear more about Nightmare soon. Okay. And then so Mobius takes Loki to the time theater and shows him the presentation on what would happen to Loki had he not escaped from his timeline. So what was those? So that was Dark World. Loki gets imprisoned. Dark elves attack Asgard. His mother gets killed, Frigga. gets killed. He assumes the throne in Asgard, right? So, after that, Loki asks Mobius why he hasn't heard of TVA if there's such a powerful entity, right?
I haven't heard.
Yeah, for the whole 3 phases, we haven't heard of TVA. So Mobius mentions, which is really important. He mentions that he never needed to know because he always followed his set path. Notice how this made Loki so angry, because for the whole 3 phases of Marvel Cinematic Universe, Loki thought that he was being a rebel, only to find out that he was living his life according to someone else's predetermined plan.
It's like he's living by his own rules.
Yeah, he thought he thought that he was living by his own rules, but in fact living in someone else's accord. You know?
I think the title of God of Mischief, he really took that seriously. It might not be really a real. He might not be really a real God.
In the end, he said something along those lines, Ben. He said, it's all a show.
Yes, yes.
I think more on like, he is the God of Mischief in Asgard, but knowing that he actually is not really into mischieving in our mischievous adventures, it's not something that he decided on.
Yeah, true.
Really, true. I rated the fuck out of him.
Yeah, probably he was just coined that term. Oh, okay, I'll just wing it.
I thought I was mischievous enough. This was a plan.
Yeah. So everything was according to plan, and that the only time that he deviated and became a real rebel was when he took the Tesseract. Yeah. So funny, amusing, and really great conversation with Mobius and Loki in this segment, you know, about his plan to rule Midgard, Asgard, and eventually everything, you know. And then we are also presented about Loki being DB Cooper, you know. Yeah. That was a really fun segment, you know. If people don't know who DB Cooper is, he was this mysterious guy who claimed
hijacker.
A hijacker, and claimed to have a bomb.
No, a skyjacker.
Skyjacker.
They don't call them hijackers. It sounded bad, but like there's a point in time that there's no TSA and everyone can just put a gun in their briefcase and then go in a plane.
Yeah,
and then decide like mid-flight, hey, let's go to Cuba. You have to give me money or I blow everyone's brain out. I'll die with you.
Yeah,
and that there's a phase in American history for sky
airlines
travel that is very rampant, and they don't want to do about it because you don't want people to wait in an airport. And eventually we had something like TSA.
True.
Yeah, which is really funny because I really like DB Cooper's like Tom Hiddleston as DB Cooper in the trailer. Like, what is the meaning of this? Did he somehow affected our timeline? And it eventually happened. It's just a bet with him and Thor.
Was it Thor or Heimdall? It was Thor, right?
It's Thor, but
so Thor is
Heimdall will control the sky bridge.
Oh yeah. So what happened with DB Cooper? You know, he skyjacked the plane, and then he let the passenger out, but requested for a parachute and $200,000.
Yeah. Like the only trace there from DB Cooper
was never seen.
Yeah,
he was never seen. They never saw the parachute.
Buddy.
Yeah, only paper bills.
Yeah, paper bills in like a river, and that's it. They never
burned.
Yeah,
and they're semi-burnt.
And we were confronted with the reality. Yeah, and we were confronted with the reality that Loki was DB Cooper and somehow transported through the Bifrost by that plane. So yeah, jump next scene. That was actually, that DB Cooper scene was actually excellent. You know, I really enjoyed that scene. So next scene, Loki blames himself for Frigga's death. Mobius mentioned that he was not destined to be a king. This was really important. This was a turning point for him. So Mobius said that he was not destined to be king, but to cause pain and suffering so that others can be the best version of themselves. And then the Avengers was shown on the Time Theater. This was really a pivotal point in this episode. So
Imagine the Avengers 1 trailer suddenly just played in his life reel, and then and one chunk of it is just a recorded version of the trailer for Avengers. Like you took up this space for this movie, and we will we'll never know like a certain part of his life because someone's really a fan of Avengers.
Yeah.
But it's like very prominent this is his life we're talking about, but Avengers is always like front and center.
Yeah.
And in his reel. And another callback to being retro. They're using a single reel player. I don't know what the actual name for it.
It's I was supposed to say
Super
an 8 millimeter. Oh yeah, Super 8. Yeah, a Super 8.
Is it a Super 8?
I think so. Hold on. Let me check.
Anyway, let's put that in our Discord.
True. Moving on. So a little bit more conversation, and then suddenly Hunter B-15, the same Minuteman, main Minuteman, enters and then alerts Mobius that another squad of Minutemen was attacked. Notice how Loki what do you call this? Manifests his god of mischief by secretly pickpocketing Mobius and getting the remote of his collar, which is a time twister collar. So
did you guys see it real time?
I did not. I only saw it in slow motion,
like frame by frame. And that is the intent learned for the whole time. I think he's just putting the emotion there, and then okay, I swipe this guy's wallet.
Yeah, you know how Loki was a really good actor. Yeah. So in this part, Loki was escaping, and then he came across. He goes to Casey. Casey. The guy who where
he doesn't know what a fish is.
Yes, doesn't know what a fish is, and he was actually the one who has the Tesseract deposited to.
Got an evidence card with all of the good stuff.
Yeah, and when he got the Tesseract, when Casey hands over the Tesseract, Loki realizes and saw in the drawer multiple versions of the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. Like the scene here is like very good. Like you can see in Lokis Face the exact time his heart stopped.
Yeah. At the same time,
what are this?
Yeah, this was also a very strong pivotal point in the movie because this is where he realized that
powerless.
Yeah, he's powerless. It was introduced that the Infinity Stones, which was the most powerful objects during phase 1 to 3, are only considered paperweights. Yeah.
The most powerful items yet are paperweights here, and like we have like multiple sets. You can fit that in your both hands.
Yeah.
Minus, I think, a Mind Stone.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. I don't think I see a Mind Stone there.
What was a Mind Stone? The
color of the Mind Stone.
Orange one.
The orange one. Yeah. There was a lot of Time Stones, which is very apt or very fitting because TVA apprehends time travelers. So they probably have a lot of time stones there. No, there was also a power stone. There was also a
base stone.
Yeah, and the purple one. What was the purple? A reality stone.
Reality stone.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, the only thing missing in the Infinity Stones there are, I think,
the Soul Stone.
Oh, Soul Stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in the credits you will see that it's actually being used as a paperweight.
Oh yeah.
That's where it went. So yeah, there's other stuff in there that is probably very valuable. So it tells us that there's not just one time traveler that they've encountered, and then they're very good at it. TVA being very good at apprehending time travelers or anyone it's jumping off the secret timeline.
True.
And like people that are just wanting to let's say get a very valuable card, because there's a baseball card there, and I can't see what it was or the value of it, but probably people that are getting in the past and getting a mid condition let's say a number one of Spider-Man, and then going to the future and selling it with the very high appraisal.
It will be worth millions.
Yeah. They probably time travel and get a Black Lotus from Magic, Magic the Gathering, and sell it. So this presents a very big dilemma or a very big realization on Loki. And he realizes that this is the real deal. TVA is probably the greatest power in the universe. No, we never know. But that's what he's realizing.
In like,
there's something bigger other than him.
Yeah, there's something bigger than him. So instead of escaping, he goes back to the time theater, and then he planned to watch, or he actually watched further in his timeline. So he saw Odin's death, a closer relationship with his brother, and then his death by Thanos, which is his actual death, which stops,
crushing of his throat. Mm-hmm. His throat was crushed.
Yeah. So
you can hear the snap there.
Yeah. And this, with the real closing off, we can definitely say that the real Loki really did die in the main timeline, which is tearful and very sad.
Like the death in Avengers Infinity War is permanent, because we had like Gamora died and Loki died as well. Like they were really
Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow.
That's in Endgame.
Oh yeah. So actually in Infinity War, the saddest I've been was Heimdall's death.
Yeah.
He could have been more, so much more. Anyway,
did Thor's friend the Rock dude
Korg? He's alive. Yeah. He's alive.
He's alive.
Oh,
he's in Endgame with oh my god, I forgot. I forgot his the name of the
person with the knives.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot him. I forgot
his name.
Yeah. Anyway, so when Mobius came back to the time theater, he admits what he was saying previously about the TVA, but now is describing to himself, which is a cruel, elaborate trick conjured by the weak to inspire fear. He was first describing it to the TVA, but now he was describing it as himself.
Yeah.
That was his purpose to create the Avengers.
Like a really good way as well. Like Nick Fury also did the same to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like the boot and the ant.
Yes.
The ant doesn't have any what is that?
Qualms with the boot.
And like he was and Nick Fury was ant boot. And he was just showing the compartment for him.
Yeah,
it always parallels back and it's something that will happen to Loki eventually.
Which always happens to him.
Yeah.
Apparently. So here is the thing. Here is where the gears start to turn. Okay? When Mobius offers Loki something to live for. And asks him to help TVA catch a fugitive variant who has been killing Minutemen in different timelines or different times. And then when Loki asks who or why him, Moby states that the fugitives are different variants of him. So that dun dun dun
mind blown,
which I think would be really proper if it takes one to know one, who would be better in catching
to stop yourself.
Yes,
but
a person but yourself, right?
Yeah, I hope also we get some more information on if these are going to be variants of Loki. How did they verge out of their own timeline?
Yeah,
not just
I think that will be explained.
I
hope it's 6 episodes of this.
They got lots of episodes to explain. Probably one. My theory is that one episode, one Loki, or probably I don't know.
We have Kid Loki.
Yeah, we have Kid Loki. We got Frog Loki.
We have Lady Loki, which is probably the villain of the series.
Probably.
We have Tom Hiddleston Loki.
Yeah.
I hope they
Because
do
they already,
this.
they were. I was shocked that there's a girl version of Loki.
Yeah, there is.
She was already cast, right?
Mhm,
And
uh-huh.
the casting is Sophia Di
Martino. Yeah. In IMDb, she's still not named. You know, she still doesn't have a casting name. So
Character.
it's very mysterious. So yeah. But wait, there's more. There's a cutscene, like a prologue in Oklahoma, 1858. So TVA Minuteman again enters and looks for the variant, but suddenly gets killed by a mysterious hooded figure.
There was a weapon that was shown.
Yeah.
It's a shovel. It's a shovel. It's not a weapon.
It's a shovel.
It's a shovel. It's a high-tech, futuristic shovel that has RGB, but it only glows red.
Yeah, you know, it's a weapon. Depends on who's holding it. You know?
Yeah, RTX is off on that one.
RTX.
Like they panned out and like, what is this weapon? And like the handle might be at the middle, like something that Thanos was holding before, and it's spinning. But like when they panned out, it's a fucking shovel in the ground.
Uh-huh.
This is not really like a weapon that can. Well, a shovel can kill, but
It's a sonic shovel.
it's not. Let's not.
Time
It's
travel. Time travel. Come on. Come on.
What's next? Sonic what? Pickaxe.
It's a sonic shovel.
Yeah, keep your Hoovian away from this.
Anyway.
So that's the hook that they left. So the hooded character, we have no idea, but probably that will be the second episode.
There are a lot of evidences that's pointing that it's Lady Loki. Judging from the boots and the fingerless gloves. You know,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, the boots and the fingerless gloves. Sophia Di Martino was seen on set with wearing these costumes and the hood as well. So she might be. I'm leaning towards her so much. So yeah, let's just wait and see. I'm just calling it
more of her, or probably get the reveal next episode
on a Wednesday and a Thursday on our time.
Yeah. So yeah, my thoughts are, you know, how long would Loki align himself with the TVA? You know, how long until he succumbs to his evil and selfish side? You know, since he's still this vanilla Loki. You know, my theory would probably be, since he wants to still be the king of everything, he wants to side with the TVA, which is the greatest force in the universe, and then betray them. You know?
Yeah, that's always his plan.
Yes, with Loki, there's always an ulterior motive. He always lies, and you know,
trust him.
Yeah, we can never trust him. Yeah, he lies, he cheats, he steals, and yeah. So
that is another moniker, right? The God of Lies.
God of Lies, Trickster. The Trickster and the God of Mischief. So yeah, I think that's it. You know,
that's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So as always, do you have any notable notes for these episodes? Some Easter eggs or tidbits that you'd like to share?
I've already given all my Easter eggs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we've covered most of them. If you have any to our listeners, please share them in the comment section below.
Yes. Oh, that's the first time we said that.
That's
the first time we said that.
Yeah, that's the first time that we
I
did that.
haven't checked the cast when the casting and the original cast when I watched this, so I was very surprised to see Owen Wilson pop up.
Oh, really?
I said, "Whoa, he's being casted by Disney." Yeah.
Yeah, this is his first MCU
Mm-hmm.
movie. So it's good that he's part.
And he fit well with the Loki.
Yeah,
right?
their chemistry is brilliant. You know, Tom Hiddleston, great, amazing acting. When he saw his death scene, you see the anguish and like the horror in his eyes and his, you know, in his face. Great range of emotions shown overall the episode. He was brilliant. He was amazing. Owen Wilson, chill as always. You can feel his vibe. Always really laid back, and you see his coolness and chill in his behavior. Great chemistry with Tom Hiddleston, by the way. Everybody in the cast, Eugene Cordero as Casey, he was awesome. He was funny, and everyone else. The episode was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's time to give our score. So like,
should we give our scores? This is not a movie.
Yeah,
for the episode.
Are we going to give scores?
I don't think we can. We could probably reserve
give that at the end of the season.
Yes, reserve that for the season.
Because I really like this, and then I'll just score this to perfect one.
Yeah. It's hard to score per episode because it might be up, it might be down. So we can.
When the director changes, right?
I don't think the director will change because on IMDb it says that it's direct. The director would be Kate Herron for the next 5 episodes.
Yeah. Just really build for that. Okay. Yeah. Well, with that said, we could end our show with your last final thoughts of the episode and for expectations for the entire series.
Theories. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Go with theories. So Kang the Conqueror will show up here.
Oh my God, yeah.
And that's probably going to be one scene where they do the get help bit.
They should.
Loki throwing Owen Wilson to the foes. Oh. So I'll put my money on that.
Yeah, you're calling that. Okay, I will be expecting that as well. That's a good throwback. How about you, Rai?
Yeah, production design is great. Of course, this is Disney. You can only watch this at Disney Plus. The effects are great. The casting is also excellent. Love the addition of Owen Wilson when I first saw him. So a long-time fan. I have no idea going like WandaVision and the Captain America, the new Captain America one.
Anthony Mackie. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no idea of the plot. So I was like, what the fuck is going on the screen? And so, but Marvel and their group of writers are really great at doing storylines and plot lines, and they make you understand and they hook you to continue on watching. So if you're a Marvel fan, you're going to enjoy this TV series. So keep on watching and let's watch it together and as we review it.
I know a lot of people have been anticipating this because I know there are a lot of Loki fanboys and fangirls out there. And if knowing that Loki died in the original timeline, people will be yearning for what would happen. What could have happened to Loki on Endgame, the Loki that diverged or like separated from the timeline. I'm pretty sure a lot of people skepticized and thought about what did happen to him. Now, this is a time that you guys have been waiting for, and it is worth waiting for. The production design, like Ryan mentioned, I'd also like to say mention the scoring. The music for this episode was amazing. The pacing was great. The actors and the actresses, all the cast, they were awesome. Even the supporting actors and the extras were very much brilliant. Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Wunu Musaku, Erica Coleman, everyone else, Owen Wilson and Tom Hiddleston, they were magnificent. If you guys are fans of Loki, even if you're not, this is a definite watch. I'm actually going to have my parents watch this because they're also curious what happened to Loki after Endgame. So cross your fingers, guys. Let's see what would happen on the next few episodes of Loki. Great watch.
Let's join him on his adventures.
Yep. Awesome, guys.
Okay, any last words, guys, before we call it a night on our end?
Yeah. Well, see you next week, I guess.
Yeah, see you next week on episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yeah, there's going to be a weekly stream.
On a Wednesday. Yeah. We'll upload this as soon as we can. Okay,
Yep.
that's it. Thank you for joining us today, and we appreciate you guys for joining us again next time around, next week.
Yep.
See ya.
Yep.
Keep updated. Bye-bye, guys.
Like and
Bye-bye.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh
Follow.
no, I said it. You're a YouTuber now. Bye.
Bye-bye.